everyone. My name is Wadi the Crypto Hunter. Welcome to the Balto A.M.A. So, without any delays, I would like to present to you guys the founders of Balto. First, we have Jenny. Hello,
Hi. Hey, Waddy.
how are you?
I'm doing great, Waddy. Glad to be here.
Well, glad you're here. And ladies and gentlemen, here we have Beth. How are you, Beth?
Hey, doing well. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Glad you're both are here. So want to chit chat a bit, or you want to go straight into business?
We're happy to do whatever, however you normally conduct these. We're all for it. We're game for whatever.
All right. So you know, first let's just talk about you ladies. Who are you, and how did you started this project, and take it from there? How does that sound?
Yeah, that's great. So Beth and I have known each other since 2015. The other founder, TJ, who's working night shifts or otherwise he would be here. He's my husband. He has been a long-term investor in crypto and DeFi, also stable coins and different things. I personally have more of a sales and marketing background. I've been a director of sales for international associations. TJ and I have built businesses together. Beth can tell you about herself, but she's basically our creative genius behind most of this. And when we decided that we wanted to create a crypto project that, was sustainable and could build a great community where someone could get in and feel good about their investments and really follow along with our journey. But we also wanted to have a charity aspect to it. We didn't want to be a charity token, so we didn't want to be putting that because we are for profit, but we wanted to basically have something to where you felt good about investing your money. And, the beauty of growing the project is the bigger Balto gets, the more we're able to invest and give to our charity partners. So that's really how it started. And now it's grown to where we're putting in the place where we're trying to build, or we have built a real life business that is sustainable through our smart contracts and everything that we have into place. And we're just excited about where the future of Balto is going. And so we can get into the nitty gritty. Beth, if you have anything you want to add to that, go for it.
No, I think Jenny pretty much covered it. Like Jenny, I come from sales marketing with like design and corporate comms stuff. And so I do a lot of brand development and brand design. So this is kind of right up my wheelhouse and alley with everything we're doing. And I also worked in nonprofit, so I love the giving back aspect of it.
Hmm. And we decided to create, to give back to dog rescues because all three of us have dogs and they're all rescue dogs.
Yeah.
I don't have kids. TJ and I don't have kids. Like, these are our kids. And so we definitely wanted to be able to give back to something that we felt passionate about, and that would be rescue dogs. And so we've given away one donation so far locally to the Nassau Humane Society, and that's where we got one of our dogs. Our next charity drop is going to be to the Canines for Warriors. And that project's really cool because they're based here in Jacksonville, but it's a nationwide organization. And what they do is they take rescue dogs and they turn them into service dogs for veterans. And so it's a really cool project. We're very excited to be able to give back to those guys. But the plan is to, we're starting local, but it's to go national and then eventually global. So we're really excited about that.
Cool. So then basically my next question would be, who decided to come up with the idea?
I think it was a collective. I mean, TJ, because he's been so involved in the crypto world, And, because I'm his wife, we've just, just through proxy, I've been, involved in it as well. And we also had a previous mining operation that's still going on. And so it was one of those things where we saw the benefit and the opportunity where we could create this project because we know that this is a space that's going to continue to grow and develop and is really, the more people learn about DeFi and about crypto, they're going to start, putting their money in there. And so we wanted to get ahead of that and to be a part of it. And it's just a happy benefit to be able to attach a charity. Why not? People have taxes for all kinds of things. So why not attach a tax to the buys and sells of our token and in future our NFTs and be able to, hoard that money into a wallet and give back to charities. So it just kind of seemed like a no-brainer. Same with Beth. I love giving to charity. I love giving back to things I feel passionate about. I've raised money in the past for different organizations that's affected me personally. And so it's just when we all started talking about it, it just kind of came together. But I would say, TJ, I'll give him the credit, even though he's not here. Oh, there we go. There's the cowboy hat.
Yeah,
You know,
this one will have to do because hold on. No, that one ain't it. Now I'm looking for the one that I used that night, but for some reason it is not happening. So she told me I should do this one.
I mean, you don't think that's your look?
Yeah. So, but all right. So basically, what are the? Oh, well, no, continuing because I kind of interrupted you when I started looking for the cowboy hat.
I mean, that's really it. That's kind of the introduction of Balto. What we've done so far is because we do not have a background in coding, or nor do I want to even try to like create my own smart contracts. We partnered with Brew Labs, so we've used Brew Labs for our smart contracts with regards to the actual token, but also we have staking pools available. So we have 30 and 90-day staking pools. We've got a farm that we recently implemented. And I think one of the biggest things that we've done to really solidify our business is that we created a treasury, or we are using the smart contract through Brew Labs. But what that treasury allows us to do is that we can attach multi forms of revenue to this treasury. And so it's really cool that we, like I mentioned before, the mining operation that we had previously, we're attaching that revenue to the treasury. We have our buybacks are going to that treasury. You can attach literally anything to it. When we launch our NFTs, 25% of the NFTs are going to that treasury. And what it does is when we generate those buybacks, it buys it back and it locks it. So we're not able to sell it. It doesn't go, we don't burn it. It's just a buy and it locks those tokens, which raises our floor price, which just makes Balto a more valuable and sustainable token. So we've done, with the little bit of volume that we've had since May, we've really been able to sustain ourselves and hold that floor price because of the treasury. And so I'm excited once we generate more volume and once we start attaching the NFT revenue to that, it's only going to generate more buybacks and we'll be able to continue to raise that floor price. We also have a merchandise shop, an online store that'll be coming soon. And we'll again attach a portion of that revenue to the treasury as well. So it really just sets us up to be able to be just a sustaining business for our investors, for us. And then that means, the happy benefit is that we'll be able to help future charities and future dog rescues, which is, the reason why we started it, or a portion of the reason why we started this project.
Yeah, I think, a lot of projects talk about you have to develop everything for Web3 and not Web2. But I think you kind of have to merge it between the two. And that's really what we're looking to do, is have that bridge between, your typical marketing and brand of a business and the future. So everything is a value add. Everything's working together. And I think that's kind of the big component that we set out to do from the beginning, is merge everything and make it as sustainable as possible.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because, for us and, just the experience that we've had personally and projects in the past, everything that we are going to do and that we have done and that we're going to do in the future, we want it to go back to our holders, to our community, because that it will be, we want to keep them engaged, we want to keep them happy. So everything that we do, whether it's NFTs, whether it's the merch, whether we add different things to our portfolio, we want to ensure that everything will indirectly benefit our holders, because they're our lifeline. That's who believes in us. That's who's going to keep us going. We love our community, and we want them to stick around. So we definitely always keep those guys at the forefront when we do things.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I did notice with the token, like I was looking at the chart earlier, and is that unlike other tokens that usually you see a big pump, right? And then you see a big dump towards the bottom.
Hmm.
I noticed that that token kept on going up.
Hmm. And that's due to our treasury. So because we're able to buy back, and we're locking those tokens, and we're not buying back and burning those tokens, it just raises the floor price and it keeps it sustainable. So the more that we add to that treasury, the better that token is going to perform. So it's
Yeah,
while there are sales, and we understand people are investors, people like to realize gains, and we get it, even though we are at a low market cap and we have small holders. It's fine for us that people are realizing gains. The ones that are sticking around and holding strong, we appreciate them, we love them. And we know that the more that we grow, the better it's going to get. And so it's all an investment people are trying to make their money. And we hope that Balto is one of those projects that continues to help them out.
Yeah, I mean, it all goes back to the part of community that we really wanted to see and that we love in some of the projects we have seen,
Hmm.
especially in this market.
Hmm.
Knowing that people are going to buy and sell and creating value no matter which way things are going in the chart or otherwise. I think that's what I know I would look for if I were investing in a small project like this, to see it
Hmm.
grow into a big project.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So, I mean, every buy and sell, 2% of those buys and sells are going to our charity wallets. So, while I don't like to see the red, obviously I'd love to see all green, but, even with the red, a portion of that is going back to our charity, it's going back to the treasury, it's going back to our holders. So, volume is volume, regardless of which direction. And so, we just love to. For us, we just want to continue to spread the word about our project and grow our community, grow our investors, because we know that's where, we keep them engaged, we keep the project running like we, know we can, and it'll continue to grow.
Yes, it is BSC, by the way,
Yeah.
to the question on screen.
Yeah, so we
Uh,
chose to do B&B because we knew the low gas fees and we wanted to be an inclusive project. We definitely have plans to bridge over to other ones, but right now we're going to stay with B&B. Once we launch our NFTs, that will be on Ethereum. So you'll be able to do that because we know that's kind of we know that that's the market where the NFTs lie. But we definitely have plans to bridge over to other ones, whether it's Chronos or different ones. So we're excited, but right now we're just on B&B, BSC.
but actually, even BNB is a good start because one thing, like in my opinion, and what I noticed with other project is that they do go straight to ETH, and now with the whole gas fee, so
Yeah.
the terms is, I mean, beyond crazy. Literally, like I
Hmm.
remember one time I wanted to trade 700 and something in a token, but they was charging me $5,000 gas fee, and I just stopped.
Wow.
I was like, nah, I'm good, thank you. I'll leave it there.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I've sold on to that.
I was gonna say we're looking at everything from an accessibility side too, of like, the NFTs will launch, and that'll be ETH, just because that is something that everyone is so used to.
Yeah,
And
Hmm.
so that's really our approach, is making it accessible for the largest community. but we're not going to, remain only in those segments.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's definitely on our roadmap. But right now our focus is to grow our community, grow our investors, especially in this bear market. We're more focused on our NFT launches that will be coming up really soon, and just growing and spreading our project and spreading the name before we try to do anything like that.
okay. Is there any previews of the NFTs or not yet?
Oh, but well, that's a Beth question.
Let me see what I can pull up. I have like 30 Illustrator screens up right now, so I don't want to pull the wrong one.
All right.
I will say something that we haven't said before about our NFT launch. Beth is an artist first and foremost, and she won't go and like toot her own horn, so I'll toot it for her. She's a phenomenal artist, and in knowing her, because we worked together when we worked together back in 2015, we were in the marketing department together, and I know what she can do with a rebrand and creating things. And so for me, it was a no-brainer to bring her on board as that creative element. So everything that you're going to see with the NFTs, she does it from scratch because she does not want to, she doesn't like to copy people. She doesn't believe in, I mean, I'm glad she doesn't believe in that, but everything she does is original. So we're really stoked when you see the Baltos and you see our NFTs. Like, Beth is working her ass off. Sorry to say it like that, but she
No,
really is trying to make sure that she's doing it right.
yeah. No, I was gonna say over here we're all adults, so no worries. And if I speak French, excuse me.
Okay. Okay. I was just trying to keep it PG. I didn't want to be offensive, but she really is. I mean, she's a one woman show and she's really kicking ass. So we're super stoked for her. And they
Yeah,
want
no,
to see the goods. They want to see the goods, Beth.
yeah. What up, G-Man? That guy, everyone in the chat, thank you for being here. Really appreciate you guys. Beth, yeah. So, well, there will be another topic for another day then, because if you are an artist, I also have another show called Show Me Your Art.
Nice. Yeah, I just put a
Oh,
screen share up there, so hopefully you can see
oh
that.
yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
he's got the tuxedo t-shirt on. I'm stoked.
Oh yeah, because I mean,
So
you
let
want him
me
to be able to party.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. Then we have a
um
couple different iterations of stuff. We have like Jenny, you might know better than I do at this point, just because I keep changing stuff. But we have something like 40 different fur colors. Um,
Yeah.
we have a ton of different
The
hats.
yeah,
Um,
accessories
yeah, we
and
have
different, fur
partnerships in there.
patterns. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. We're excited. What another thing that we've also done is that we have, or Beth has talked with other NFT projects and also with like our mod group and with us and our dogs. And so we've got these little special traits that she's developed that are going to be in there that are going to be rarities that we're really excited about. So we tried to get as many people as we could involved. And as we go along, there's going to be a benefit to holding each family that we release. So we're planning on doing 4 families. And so with each one that we release, there's going to be benefits to holding all 4 of those. There's also going to be benefits to holding them when it comes to, we've really started getting into doing games. So, like tonight
yeah,
we've sponsored with Crypto Pets the poker night, and we're doing bingo on Sunday. So we're really once we're launching these NFTs, we're excited to really give them some special utility. So it's going to be a benefit to be a holder of this NFT, and then also not just one, but to like collect the families and different things. So we've got a lot of really cool ideas. We're going to talk because we are going to work with Brew Labs again for our NFT launch. They're going to help us with our hey pineapple
Every single time.
every time. They're going to help us with our dashboard on our website. So we're going to have a really cool Web3 dashboard where you're going to be able to check things and it's going to be really cool. So once we get a little bit closer to that, we'll be able to share some more information. But we've got big plans for these NFTs, so we're excited. We've been keeping a lot of stuff kind of secret. We didn't want to give too much away, and so we're going to be launching this quarter. I think one of our mods said you only have 6 weeks left. We know, we,
Yeah,
we know
like
we're getting it done. But we're really excited because we just know that this is going to be the next step past our launch, our token launch, to really like take us to the next level. So we're really stoked about that.
yeah, and we actually have like one more call about our contract and everything tonight. So we're excited to, get everything kind of locked in, make sure we covered all our bases so that when, we have all our deliverables ready, Brew Labs can just push it through. And
Hmm.
then I'll probably start working on our Web3 dashboard, the UI and everything of it in the next week or so. So that'll be super cool because that'll be an addition onto the website.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she'll be able to create that, but then they'll help us implement that portion to make it functional and useful. So, yeah, once again, Beth's going to come through with the heat and make it happen. We love you, Beth.
No, and I was gonna say, like as far as what I heard, Brew Labs is one of the best options. So you guys picked a real good one there.
Yeah, TJ said it before, in because he's my husband, I can say it again. Like when they first launched, he jumped in at the very beginning. We're still holders of Brew Lab, so I've listened and followed through their project from the very beginning. And just talking with Sire and Maverick about everything that they what they do, and having meetings with them, they're so smart and really have their stuff together. And it's been a very seamless process to work with them on everything. And anytime we have any questions or need to go back to them for something, I feel like we plug Brew Labs every time we have an AMA, but I don't mind doing it because they are such an awesome project and they've been able to do some really cool stuff. And it's only benefited us. So I don't mind talking about Brew Labs because I think that they are a really big player in the space.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
no.
and they're
Of
such a
course,
big part of our project because
Hmm.
they are doing the contracts. You know, I think a lot of people too, when they hear it, they know them from the audits and everything they do. So there's
Hmm.
already a trust factor there, and that's huge for us as well.
no, I mean,
Um,
Brew Labs isn't only known for the audit; they're also known for their contract and their
hmm.
staking. With
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, every right project, I believe that they should go that way because they're doing a phenomenal job. So yeah,
Yep. And so we've got our 30 and 90-day staking pools with them. We've got the farm with them. We have our treasury. Then now we're going to be doing our NFTs. I mean, and honestly, if they come out with another product and it suits our project, I'm sure we'll probably hop on board with that as well because they just know what they're doing. And I wanted to answer, I saw a question they were asking what charities that we go to. So we are giving back to dog rescues or animal rescues because we all have rescue dogs and we love our four-legged friends. And so we've started with our local charities and we will be branching out nationwide and globally. And, while not everyone is a dog lover or a cat lover, I think, the benefit of being the Balto holder is just knowing that you're investing in
Contributing to the
something
greater
worthy,
good.
but you're also giving back regardless of where it's going to. Like, that your investment is doing good for others.
Yeah, I mean, we did a delivery last week, and we've gotten multiple follow ups. The organization Canines for Warriors, they take puppies as well as rescue dogs and train them to be service dogs for wounded veterans. And they have like a full on campus training session with them for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a huge program and it's national here, but just donating a small basket of items, I've heard from their manager like 3 or 4 times, and they're super stoked to be working with us. So I think,
Yeah.
it's that kind of thing of putting good out there and giving back.
Yeah, because a lot of the project or the rescues and charities that we're working with, they don't necessarily know anything about crypto. So I know when I had the conversation with the Nassau Humane Society, which was our first charity drop, is Waddy still here? I don't see him.
I saw his screen go to like a little icon, but yeah, I think
Are
somehow
we
we
are we
lost.
just talking by ourselves? Can
Uh,
people still hear us? I'll still talk. I can keep on going.
I can't
Anybody want to
tell.
comment?
I was gonna say, can someone in the chat do something? Maybe I
There
don't
he
think.
is.
The,
Hey, Waddy.
So sorry, when things are just getting good, my PC decides to act up.
it's
Oh,
usually
no worries.
us. So
All right, so
Yeah, I was about to say I'm glad it's not me that's having the technology issues.
oh no no
We were
no that
we
this
were just
that,
talking.
yeah, I mean earlier, well not earlier, I think it was a day or two ago. It kind of did the same thing on me, and I'm like, "Are you serious?" So yeah, I apologize.
No
Um,
worries.
all good.
all right, so let me just do a quick reset here, real quick. So
I mean, Beth and I were talking for a long time before we actually realized that you were
Yeah, I was
gone.
gonna say it's both
well,
a
you know
good and
what?
bad thing, but it was
Actually, right
us.
now, it's a good idea for you ladies to talk while I fix this issue real quick.
I mean, Beth, do
So,
you even know where we could have like stopped? I don't even know where when he dropped off because I was just
no,
going to
I
town.
just heard that Brew Labs is you guys are doing the staking, the farm over there,
Okay.
and
Okay,
So
yeah,
yeah, we were
probably
just
when we started talking about the charities,
yes,
maybe the
the
person
charity
that asked
part.
about the charities, we need
yeah,
to respond to that again. That's
Okay.
hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah,
We couldn't tell if you had dropped or if we had dropped everyone or.
no, no, that's the funny thing. There I go. Okay, this is gonna be so fun.
Oh,
The multi-angle.
All right. Can you hear me now? All right. Cool.
yeah, you're an echo though. Maybe turn that top one off.
Yeah, let me exit the other one. There we go.
There we go.
I
Ugh.
feel like maybe it's us and we just like spread our bad tech luck to everyone
Yeah,
we talk.
Waddy, I don't know if you've ever seen an AMA with us or been on a Twitter space, but it is a, almost a sure thing that something technology wise is going to happen while we're doing something. We've gotten better. I would say we're on a little bit of a roll here lately, but it's usually one of us that has some kind of
Yeah,
issue.
like one, two, or all three of us will have an issue.
Yeah.
So
No, well,
maybe we're just like sharing.
as much as I would like to give you guys, how they say, a points on this one, no, this one is on me. I don't know what's going on. I got this camera, it overheats, and then weird stuff starts happening. So the fact that I'm messing around with the filters, that's when
Like
everything
maybe a
started.
little too much on
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
RAM or something.
yeah.
All right.
But no worries, we're back.
Okay.
So
um,
go ahead.
Well, no, I'm just reading some of the questions. I don't know if we want to talk about the charities real quick again, and then we can answer that about what that guy said about the 4% reflections. I can talk about either or right now.
Yeah, you could talk a little bit more about the charity, and then we could get into the reflection area and the tokenomics, which is the taxes,
Yeah.
buys. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No, well, Beth, if you want to talk about the Canines for Warriors again, because that's going to be our next charity drop.
Yeah, so what we did like a week ago is we were challenged, or I was challenged by the Dogface Army, which is another project.
Okay.
Um, oh, looks like they may have heard it actually. Um,
Wait, dog face?
yeah,
Hmm.
so
Yeah,
they,
I'm actually gonna have A.M.A with them. I'll be able
Oh, they
yeah,
heard
I was gonna say
everything.
they're coming on here
yeah.
later, right?
Oh, oh
Yeah,
wait, but no, they said that they. So wait, could people hear
yeah,
us
I'm just
even while
reading.
Waddy was gone?
I think so.
Man, I'm glad I didn't like pick my nose or something. I thought we were.
I mean,
um,
there's so much
well then,
pineapple background. There's no telling what they're like looking at most of the time, anyway. So
well, if
reflections,
they've
I guess.
already heard about the, yeah, if they've already heard about the charity, we'll talk about the reflections. To answer your question, no, I seriously doubt that we get rid of those reflections because that's a benefit to being a holder of Balto. One thing that is great about our project is that our contract is not renounced, so we are able to change those taxes. So we started off with 12% taxes. Then we had a conversation with our community and we dropped it down not too long ago to 8, but then we went back up to 10 because things were not working right. So yeah, the beauty of not renouncing our contract is that we can make those changes when necessary to benefit the project. But as far as those reflections go, that's a benefit to being a holder. So I don't think that we would get rid of those because that's something that we want to continue to create benefits of being a Balto holder.
Yeah, and if we ever considered it, like Jenny said, it would go back to the community. I mean,
Yep.
everything we've done, we've not only talked with our mods, and together on it,
Pineapple.
but we always make sure the community is involved and that they feel that their voice is heard equally.
Yeah, we're not set up like a DAO, so it's not like we need a certain number of votes, but we want to make sure that everything that we do that we have the community support. So we don't want to make any major changes or anything without them being aware, first of all, and then having an opportunity to give their feedback and how they feel. We might not go in the exact direction, but we definitely want to make sure that we know what our community, what their vibe is, what they want out of our project, and try to adhere to that as best as we can. I mean, ultimately, we've got to be we hold the keys. We need to make sure we're doing the right things, but we want our community to be involved as much as possible.
And actually, in my opinion, a developer that thinks more about the community than themselves and actually involve their community, that's what makes a project grow over time.
For us, it was a fair launch. It's a self-funded project. We have put everything that we have into this project because we believe in it and we know that we can make it work. And we have the building blocks in place to make it work. We just need that volume and the return to the bull market because we know once everything turns around and that volume picks up, we've got everything in place right now to be able to be a thriving and sustaining business, which will, the better we do, the more charities we can help. And so, yeah, we're just excited. I don't know where I was going with that one, but I get it.
No, I mean, regardless, like even here, I could see in the chart it went up. It did a correction like every token would. Um,
Mhm.
from there, it just has been on a nice uptrend until today. But
I
uh,
know we had a couple of sales. It
yeah,
hurt. It hurt. But you know what? It's fine because we've got some things coming up, and we're going to be doing bingo, and we've got poker tonight. We've got some things, a couple of catalysts that we're hoping to get some new buys, some new people on board. So it's okay because we know that this is temporary, and what we're doing and putting in place is going to be for the long term. So I don't love to see that. I saw it today, and TJ and I were talking about it. It doesn't make me happy, but at the same time, I know that that is a temporary red mark that's going to be turned around by a bunch of green ones. So
Yeah,
it's
but
okay.
I mean, it's just part of the market regardless. So, anybody
Hmm.
that has invested in crypto, they know that, or they should know by now that it's like waves. It goes up, it comes back down, and it goes right back up. So,
Yeah, and you like need those corrections for it to really
Beth,
sustain.
you sound very low out of a suddenly. Hi, Austin. Hi, ASMR fan. How are you? Uh, or is it me?
I don't know. That
Oh, okay, okay. No, I'm just making sure. And there was a question here. In the meantime, she fixed that. Was Balto good investment, good chance of 10x?
Yeah, of course. Of course, there's a chance of 10x. I mean, I know before this downturn in the market, that was a no-brainer for a project. I know that TJ used to joke, and he would say a project like ours before this market, he wouldn't even look at a project like this. But I think, taking a deep dive in what we're about and what we have in place with our smart contracts and our staking pools and our reflections and our farm and our treasury, all of these things that we're doing, we're only doing the right things to build Balto into a sustainable business. So all we need is for the market to turn around and for our investors and for people to learn about us and realize that, we are at a low market cap right now. This is a solid chance to get in and load up, because when it turns around, these early investors, everyone is going to be stoked, including us. And so I'm excited for the future, to where we don't necessarily have to rely on these tokens. We've got other things that are in our portfolio, like the NFTs, like, our merchandise or anything else that we choose to add on. We've got, because we have this business mindset, I'm game for anything. Anything that I think will benefit the project and benefit our holders, I'm open to do. So that's what I find exciting, is that this is our company. We can decide to do whatever we want with it. And right now we're choosing to launch NFTs, and who knows what we want to do come 2023 or 2024. The goal is to be sustainable, and this will continue to be our baby, but be, our full-time job.
Well, that
Yeah.
and can you hear me actually first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the other thing that people probably are surprised by a lot when we speak to them about it is that we purposely launched when we did. We had been watching the market, we knew what was happening, and we still chose to launch because we knew that we could build it. We believed in what we were doing, and we knew that everything that we were doing was to grow it. So this is kind of our opportunity to take that extra time and build out what we are looking for.
Hmm.
Okay.
And we launched on National Dog Rescue Day. That was another intention that we had, is to launch on National Dog Rescue Day. And Balto, I don't know if you're asking, AJ Crypto, if you're
Um,
asking why
I'm
the
trying.
name Balto.
No, go
Is
ahead.
he?
I
Well, I
was
didn't know if he was asking like if why the name Balto, or if like Balto our
What
project.
it is, yeah.
No, that's why I highlighted this part, and it says that they're both
Okay.
is a token. So,
Yeah, so we are a token project. We are turning ourselves into a self-sustaining business with NFT launches and through our treasury and our staking pools and everything that we've attached to this project. Balto, the name came from Balto the dog, the story of the dog who was like part husky, part wolf, who was a
well,
little bit strayed away, or not strayed away, but shunned from his pack. But he ended up saving his whole village, because they needed some medicine, and he was able to make it happen. And we knew that Balto was a strong character and a strong dog, and we wanted to name our project something strong like that. And so that's kind of where Balto came from.
he says, "Love the name, know the story." Well,
Cool.
Yeah, at this point, pretty much, I was a big Balto fan and basically kind of collected every Disney movie possible. But I was a kid back then, so it's allowed.
Yeah.
um, all right, so let's talk about liquidity pool. More or less, you have it locked a year, 6 months. What's the story on that one?
Our liquidity is locked for 6 months. The farm that we have, the liquidity pool farm, that's locked for a year.
Okay.
And 1% of all transactions go to our liquidity, buys and sells.
And Wani, I just dropped in a couple links that you can share with the
Oh, sure.
chat if you want. So I know someone mentioned wanting to join our poker night tonight. For anyone who doesn't know, we do have free poker. I'm sure you'll be there,
Yeah.
but we'll be there with Texas Tornado and War Pigs and Crypto Pets. So it's always a really good time. But it's also super fun just to be in our chats and get to be with
Yeah.
everyone. I think we had like, what,
Oh,
60 some people last week?
yeah.
No, I think he got up to like 75, and so I know that they were hoping for 100. I don't know what the numbers are right now, but it's
It
a
was
lot
like,
of fun.
yeah, I think it was mid 60s last time I looked.
Oh no, I'll be
Cool.
there too. Actually, Texas hit me up with the link, and I said, once I'm done with A.M.A, I'll shoot over there for sure.
Nice. Yeah, we're definitely going to be over there.
Even though I have lost for the second time in a row, so hopefully this time I'll have better luck.
Yeah, it gets brutal in there. I did want to answer the question I saw where they're asking about to generate more volume and more exposure. Something that we decided because of this market is to try to be more of an organic grassroots when it comes to marketing. So we try to our best to spread the word by doing the AMAs, being in Twitter spaces, doing everything we can organically because paying an influencer right now just to pump and dump our project, we didn't feel like it was going to be the most beneficial. But something really cool that we announced today that I can announce on here is that we were invited to join the Chronosapien Alliance, the CSA. So we're one of what will be 30 projects at the table. And for us, it's a great way to be able to be exposed to new investors, new projects, get support, and to be able to support other projects. And so for us, when Frenchie and Crypto Chad approached us, and we had to apply, we had to interview, they had to vote, they had to do all of these things, and to know that they believe in our project enough to want to bring us in. Even though we do have a low market cap, and even though we're a small project right now, they believe in us so much that they wanted to invest and wanted to bring us in and have a seat at the table. And so I am personally so excited and honored, really, because that just means that they really see the value in Balto. So I'm just so excited. And they announced it today. We're going to learn more about it. We're going to start going into the meetings and um, doing that interview is my first time in the metaverse, which was really crazy. And so I'm just excited to do more things like that and really just open up Balto to this new world. And it's going to be really cool.
Oh, that's actually awesome, man. I am
Yeah,
really familiar with Chad, and I am also familiar with Frenchies. So
yeah.
yeah,
Great guys. They've been so helpful. And yeah, we're just really excited. So this is something that we've been doing behind the scenes for, I guess it's been a couple of weeks now, that we've been talking about it. And last week we had the interview. And so it's been kind of a hush hush until it was final. And today they
yeah,
made the announcement. So we're just really excited to be a part of it.
yeah. TX Tornado says we need a Bolto token, MetaMonkey AI mall, pet store, shelter.
Oh my
That
gosh.
would be
I
great.
don't even know what that is.
I was going to say, that sounds like a great idea if you want to be the manager of that shelter
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
no,
whatever.
MetaMonkey AI is also a great project that it's about to start, and definitely what they are trying to do, it's bring up the metaverse and like an Amazon type of thing. Also, a,
Oh.
yeah, a wallet that you're gonna be able to use offline. So it's a
Oh.
great idea in my opinion, but that will be a topic for another time. Today is about
Okay.
both. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it'd be
Very,
so
very
cool
cool.
if you could have like
and look, it's
metaverse version of rescue dogs that people
yeah,
could like get their bio there and learn about them and then find them at actual rescues near them. But that's like
That's
we can barely get on our space and keep it from rugging. I don't want to like dip our toes in there yet.
You know what? It's all about connections, though, because we might not know how to do it, but we'll certainly find the person. If that's something we want to get involved with, we'll find the right people to partner with.
yeah.
So that's one thing I love about this space is that if you don't know how to do something, there are so many people that know how to do things, and you can just ask around. And this space has been so welcoming to us. And so far, we've had just great experiences. So, if we want to jump into the metaverse and we want to start doing stuff like that, I'm all for it, but we'll just have to find someone that knows how to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like Jenny said, everyone's been super welcoming. I can honestly say we've learned so much on the NFT side, especially from other projects.
yeah,
And I know a couple of them have talked about the metaverse. So, well, there you go. We have a volunteer.
yeah. That's what I was saying. And
I
I was gonna answer this question: how many holders of Balto are there?
I think the last time we checked, there was around 150 holders. I believe that's right around where we were the last time I saw it.
I think it's a little up from that, but it's around that range.
It's a
All right.
great opportunity to jump in on Balto. I'm just saying. I mean, we are, just
No, I
we are
mean,
primed to take off. And so, I think Nick said it one time a while back. He was doing an AMA with Gabe from Brew Labs, and he called this time the building phase instead, or the building market instead of the bear market. And when I heard that, I was like, damn, he's right. Like that's what we're doing right now. We're just building. We're building the things, by adding the farm and adding the treasury and everything that we're doing. We're just building Balto to be just a beast of a project.
no,
Yeah,
and I actually agree with him 100% because what people don't see is just that. Like, for example, majority of people, if they're a new investor, they're like, "Oh my gosh, Bitcoin is crashing," and they cause themselves a headache. But if you really think about it, um, it's accumulation time. It's time for you to build. It's time for you to build
Mhm.
your bag, and from there, the only thing you got to do is have patience and wait for the bull market to start up
Yeah.
again. That's it.
It always comes back. I mean, it mimics the stock market, right? I mean, it's when the stock market is down, it's we know in long-term investments, it's always going to come back up. And so it's the people that stay steady and stay strong and they don't freak out and back out and run away. Those are the ones that win ultimately because they have the backbone and the guts to stick it out. So I think those are our investors right now. Those guys that are sticking it out with us, those guys are not trying to go anywhere. We've got some really strong holders that believe in our project. And I think the more that we're able to, talk to people like you and to do different Twitter spaces and just to spread the word, we can only go up from here. So I'm so excited. I can't wait for the bull market to return and all of our holders get rewarded for sticking it out with us because it's gonna be cool.
Yeah. And Beth, I'm sorry, I kind of cut you off earlier. You
no,
were,
you're good. I was just going to say one of the other things that, because we do want to reward these holders and, as a thank you for being here early, because they are. We just launched at the end of May. I mean, it feels like forever, but we
Yeah.
still are, relatively new. Um, and
That's like
congrats.
10 years in crypto.
Yeah. Um, but one of the things we're doing is the top 50 holders will get a free mint of an NFT when they launch, and that's like one small element to us. Like we see that as
Mhm.
just the starting block, and
Mhm.
we'll only grow from there.
Yeah, and those top 50 holders, because we do have staking and farming, we are taking those guys into account as well. So we're not leaving anybody out. We're very we're very aware, and we recognize that our community is they're our blood, they're our bloodline, and so we everything we do, we want to keep our community in the forefront of our decisions. So we're just trying to do whatever we can to make sure that they're happy, that they want to stick around, they see the value in Balto. Because they're going to be our number one salesperson. If they're invested and they believe in us, they're going to be spreading the word. They're going to be talking to the people that they know, and that's that the word of mouth is the best form of marketing you can have, is someone who's stoked on your project, who starts spreading the word. TJ and I had a t-shirt business before this, and we were very successful, and it was because people knew us, people liked us, people saw that we had a quality product, and they spread the word. We didn't have to pay for marketing. We were only on Instagram and Facebook, but people just knew us, and we would get referrals just based on people being happy with their products. And I think we're treating Balto the same way. As long as you have a quality product and you put the right things in place, people are going to be happy and they're going to spread the good word. And so that's what we're all about.
No, and then there I totally agree with you, because as long as you have a good working product, regardless, people will look for you. They will start, and they will start promoting you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also what I seen here. The first time I heard of Balto was on Texas Tornado Channel, and then I saw where it was you, Keith, TJ. No, TJ
Mm-hmm.
was
Yeah.
TJ. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was like, okay, this sounds awesome. So let me give it a shot, and yeah, so then I keep on hearing Balto, Balto, Balto. So I said, I gotta get them on my channel. I'm sorry, but I like to promote good projects, especially with good developers. And all three of you are awesome and great people overall. Like, I've been in 2, 3 spaces, and I hear you talk, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get them on my show. People need to hear this.
Well, we
So
really
Thanks,
appreciate
buddy.
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we
thank
just
you.
I'm
Go
and
ahead.
her name is Jenny. I was just reading the comments. Someone said something about Forrest Gump. Yes. And I'm also from Alabama. I mean, just bring it on. Like there's a lot of Forrest Gump jokes to go around in our Telegram and everything. So I love it. I think it's awesome. I love that I'm Jenny from Alabama. I think I was in like the seventh grade when that movie came out. And so I've heard it for a long time now.
Yeah,
Um, I forget what we were talking about before. I got distracted by Forrest Gump.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Well, here you go, Beth.
nice. That guy. This guy's a character. He, you need to check out. So one thing we haven't talked about, Waddy, is so Friday nights we started this. Not too long after we launched the token, we started doing a Balto hour on Twitter every Friday night at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time because we're in Florida. And what we do is we talk about what's going on with Balto, kind of the latest updates. We'll kind of go over a few things if there's some new faces in the audience. We also do a Balto buy hour. So what we do, Brew Labs calls it the Vibo, but what we do is we call it the Balto hour, and so we lower the buy taxes down to 3%. So it's just a good opportunity if people want to jump in and be an investor of Balto, the taxes are lower down to 3%. The sell taxes are higher for the that hour and the hour after, but the buy taxes are lower down to 3%. But in that Balto hour on Twitter, we're not just talking about Balto. We're also bringing in new projects. We're learning about people. We're networking. We're making connections. And it's just turned into a really fun space. Sometimes we do giveaways. People have sang songs. What else have they? Oh, last week
Yeah,
we played paper, rock, scissors.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of fun. And we've really seen this space grow Friday after Friday. So anybody that's listening, if you guys want to check us out this Friday at 6 o'clock, we have a lot of fun. If you've got a project and you want to talk about it, or if you're an NFT artist and you want to talk about what you've been doing, you can
yeah.
pin a
Jenny
tweet. We
come
just
in
want
a
to,
couple of times.
yeah, it's super chill, relax. Like, so we're just positive people that want to like learn about your project and have a conversation. No FUD. That's one thing that we don't like. We're never going to talk about someone else or a project because in my mind, there's space for everybody here. I mean, everybody is unique and different in their own way. So I don't think there's any necessary, like a need to compete with anybody else. So for us, it's just let's collab. That's why we collab on the poker nights like we do tonight. We've got a huge bingo on Sunday. So we've got 5 other projects. We've got 90s 8 Club. DFA is going to be with us. Delta Flare is going to be with us. Crypto Pets. And I'm missing one other, Beth. Who's the last one?
War Pig
Uh,
taken, I think.
no, War
No,
Pigs
no,
is
that's
tonight.
nice.
It's Bad Lizzie's. Bad Lizzie's. So we're just stoked. I mean, this is all through collaborations and just asking people, um, if they want to get in with us. And so far, people are just stoked to play games and to give away some NFTs or some tokens. So yeah, we're all about the community love.
We've had other projects hop in, and we had like 85, 86 people last week. And so a couple other projects jumped in, helped us with some of the games, and started giving
Yeah,
NFTs from their projects. So
yeah,
it's
that was
definitely
Bad Lizzie's. Yeah,
community. It's community.
hmm
No, and
absolutely.
here's a message from TX. All right, I'm on my flight to San Diego. I missed the start of the poker, but I have a special guest holding it down for NATO Nation.
Uh-oh.
So,
Can't wait to
no,
see who that special guest is.
no, and well, that's chalk up. Sorry, spoiler.
Oh, you spilled the
Spoiler.
beans, Lottie. You
Uh,
spilled the beans.
it was going to be me, but then I was like, ouch, I don't know if I'll be able to start his stream but be on my stream at the same time. So I like,
Gotcha.
yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. So what I was gonna say is that that's actually a great way with what you're doing with the Twitter space because like that a lot of other communities that come around um certain new projects they get to know you guys and who you are and also they get to get a little bit of help so it's more like an exchange type of thing. Some of
hmm
the community members might like well not might they will like what you're offering and they want to tag along too invest in Boto too so that
Oh
is great
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
we were so welcomed by other projects in the beginning that did the same thing and let us be part of their spaces. And some of them are the ones who are, contributing to our rarities and that kind of stuff. So it's a great way, again, to just build back in the value of everything. And I
hmm
think it's a really cool way for us to learn more about what's going on, what's coming up next,
Oh
everything like that.
yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. And I love that we have a space where people can come and they, want to talk about their projects. I love being that place. So I hope it continues to grow and we'll do more things with it and add to it. And if TJ had his way, we'll transition to YouTube. But for now, we're going to stick to Twitter and just keep it purely on Twitter.
No, but like I said, it's a great idea overall. Like I'm trying to start some spaces because eventually what I want to do like a mega space where I could have, let's say, Balto, Mandox, and a few other projects that I know and have them all working together or in the same space. That's one of my craziest idea, but sooner or later I'll make it happen.
I mean,
Oh
I think
yeah.
another part of this building market that's been so great is like you do have that ability to meet the other projects and do stuff more unified because all of the ones that are going to flood out are gone. It's just been a hard market for even the better projects. And so the fact that everyone who's left is really interested in being part of a community and driving Web3 as a whole, not just for themselves individually, I think that's huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see it happening, Waddy. I'm pulling for you. So however we can help you, I'm down.
Yeah, we'll be there.
I appreciate it. Thank you, and actually, let me say thank you to the whole community right now because without you guys, it would not be possible. And for everyone that has come on my channel, me being a new guy, it has been a challenge, but I am halfway there. So, and I am not gonna give up. So, thank you, everyone.
Good. Yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations.
I was going to
Thank
say, I
you.
love that we got to be here when you got to
I
500. That's
know.
huge.
Yes,
That
you ladies are my lucky charm. So.
sweet. I love it.
So basically, I don't think I have anything else to ask or anything that you know, unless there's anything else you ladies want to add.
I mean, for us, we're just continuing to spread the word of Balto and everything that we've got going on. Our next biggest thing is going to be our NFT launch, and so we're right there. We're getting really close, and so there's going to be some serious announcements coming up. I would say in the next like week or so. But yeah, we're just stoked that we joined the CSA today. Or we announced it, and we've got the NFTs coming up. So just check us out on our Twitter on Fridays, that Balto Hour. But then also come and join us for poker tonight and bingo on Sunday. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, we keep joking that we need a calendar, but we're like legit at that
we
point now. We're
Yeah,
like,
we need a calendar.
yeah,
So, I am not
And
the best when it comes to dates and times, so we definitely should have a calendar.
yeah, and basically, all I gotta say to everyone that hasn't checked out the project, the links is in the description. I make sure I put the link tree, and there you guys could do your own research, like always. And 1 second, my little one. Wow.
Hi.
hi.
Hey there. Is she saying anything? Is he muted? Did Waddy get muted?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She
Oh,
just said hi, but
I,
I
I was like,
knew.
We collectively just are like losing it again. Oh, did you get new glasses?
Yeah, today. She spent
cool.
time on
Super
her tablet.
cute.
So,
Oh man, I'm waiting on mine to
uh,
come in.
yeah, and I was gonna say real quick, AJ,
El-
that is totally
11. I
Yeah.
think we've said 11% slippage is I mean, it's up to you on how you want to do it. But I think on our little shell post on Telegram, it says 11% just to be safe. But
Yeah, I was gonna say it'll make
yeah.
it.
No, and not
mm,
only that, that he asked how much should he spend, and I would say
ooh,
that is
that's
really up to you because we,
$1 million.
Yeah.
yeah,
How much are you offering? Because yeah,
Yeah, yes, that's the answer. How much do you want to invest? Yes.
or better yet, how much do you want to earn, knowing that this
Ooh,
That's a
I
great
I
way to
like
do
that.
it.
That was a good response, Lottie. I like that.
thank you, thank you. Um, all right, ladies. So I would not take any more of your time. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being here. It has been truly wonderful. And I mean, I'm not good at saying goodbye because I start to cry.
Well, thank
Oh
you
well,
for having us. We really appreciate it.
yeah,
No,
absolutely. And we would love to come back anytime you want to have us. We would love to come back and talk to you. Maybe we can get you to that 1,000. Maybe we're your lucky gals, and we can get you to that 1,000 mark. So we would be excited to come back, and maybe we can pull TJ on this time if he doesn't have to work nights, and you can have all three of us.
yeah, definitely. I was gonna say that regardless, you are more than welcome whenever you want to come back. Just shoot me a DM and we definitely set it up. So yeah,
Cool. Awesome. Well,
Um,
yeah, I'm gonna get ready for a poker. We got like 20 minutes, so I'm gonna get ready for that now.
yeah, I'm gonna go get ready so I lose. But who knows? You never know. It might be my lucky night. After all, I made it to
yeah,
500.
carry it through.
All
Yeah.
right, guys. Well, talking to the audience now, ladies. You have a good night. And everyone, thank you, like always, for being here, for the follows. And I appreciate the support always. Love you guys. Have a good one.